Welcome to the student tutorial on how to use a wiki. You have this video in your class because there is at least one assignment, if not multiple assignments, that use a group wiki. A wiki is an editable web page, so you and every other member of your particular group that you're assigned to is going to have the ability to post items into the wiki, to edit items into the wiki, especially those that are produced by other people, and you can also delete items that are in the wiki. So it's very collaborative and very customizable. You will notice this area to the left of your course. This is a practice course, so it's not actually your course. But there'll be this area here, and you just identify the group wiki that you've been assigned to by your instructor. Let's assume that we're assigned to Group A wiki. So you just click on that. You can click on Group Wiki in the drop-down menu. And that's going to pull up this page. This is your Group A wiki page. Now every time a page is created, and we'll show you how to do that in a second, but it's given a name. This is the name of your wiki, Group A wiki. Wiki Group A, that's the name of this page. Anything that you do to this page is going to be maintained in the Wiki Group A page. We'll talk about that first, and then we'll talk about adding another page. So in this screen here, you'll see the name of a page, who created it, and its date and time stamped. Then you will see some text. In this case, we got a couple of sentences. You could have paragraphs, you could have documents, all types of different file structures and so forth could be loaded into your dialog box. Let's just look at the screen for a second. Over here to the right, we'll talk about this in a little bit, but this is what I would call like the back office functions. This is going to allow you to see how many pages are there total, what kind of comments, the groups, and any of the different pages within the group wiki. And you'll be able to access all kinds of things which will be relevant momentarily. Let's see what you can do as a student. You can actually make a comment on this particular wiki page, or you can edit the content on this page. We're going to start with edit first. You click on the Edit Wiki Content, you're actually now into this. Think of this as a document, and it's a collaborative document that we and all the members of our group are going to be working on together. And so anything that I add is just going to be continued here. And then when we post it, you will see that that's the new version of the document. Okay, so I'm going to hit submit, and you'll see now that this particular wiki has been modified. This other sentence that was just added is here. Total number of pages, number of comments, none of this stuff has changed. But we have some additional information listed here. I want to show you over into the menu area on the right. We have the Group A wiki. There's this little house that just means the home, and then there's a drop-down menu. Where this is important is the history choice. If you click on history, you're going to actually get to see version 1, version 2. Every time you make a version, it will add it on top. You can see who created it and when. You can see who the author was. Size is not that relevant, but you have the ability to go in and see a previous version. Now, one of the things that's not as intuitive as you would like is you can compare versions. Just if you had multiples, you could click, put a little mark in these, hit compare, and it would compare those two. We only have 2 in here now. You could compare 4 or 5 of them. But one of the aspects about comparison is there's nothing that shows the difference between the first thing that you're comparing and the second thing that you're comparing and the third thing that you're comparing. It's all visual. You have to actually look at it. There's no marks, there's nothing highlighted, what have you. So that can be a little confusing, so I just wanted to point that out to you. So again, we're going to go back to the group page. Another thing that you can do is you can leave a comment. Okay, let's assume that for whatever reason you wanted to change something that was in, let's do it this way, let's say you wanted to change something in here. So you can go in, and even though you did not post these first two sentences, you might want to add something, or you might want to change a word. So we will use, if you were in group A, you can post, edit, or delete additional material or something like that. Okay, so if we hit submit, this is now changed again. You'll see that additional sentence is here. Where I like to use the comment is if you were to, so let's say you were to go in here and say, take this particular sentence out for whatever reason. If you're going to delete somebody's work or make a major revision, although they could figure that out in version, and maybe they come back later and know, hey, where'd my stuff go? I usually like to leave a comment and say something like, hey, Robert, I removed the sentence you placed in this morning and will update with new information. And then I can add. And you will see now that we have a comment. So if anybody needed to see what this comment was, anybody in our group, we could just click on the comment and the comment will be revealed to us. So there's the original student who made the comment, and there's the date and time stamped and everything like that. That's pretty much it. So it's an ongoing, collaborative, self-editable content piece. And you will end up having, as you edit it along the way, when you get all the way done, the very last page that you'll go to, or last part of that screen that you'll go to, will be the finished document from the group. I want to talk about one more thing before I let you go. Your instructor may do this for you, or he or she may ask you to do it, or based on what's going on in your group, you may actually have an interest in doing this yourself. You can create your own wiki page as well. You might find that your instructor already does this. If you're doing something each week in a wiki, your instructor may not want to use the same wiki for the entire class every week. So you could do something like Group A Wiki Week 2, and then put some stuff in here. And now you have two pages. You can tell that the page that we're on here is listed in black. If you wanted to go to one of the other pages in the group, you can go to the other page. Now notice how this one is now in black because we're on Wiki Group A, and this one back is highlighted and is linked in the other spot. And then everything else works the same. You can edit this page, you can put the comments in and whatever. So your instructor will make the decision as to whether or not they want you to build a new wiki page each week. They may give you those instructions, or whether they will have it already built for you if they're going to do something either a little bit differently or something different like a separate wiki for each particular week. Thanks. Hope this is helpful.